I'm going to show you the entire renovation process of a house we renovated in Woodhill, Pretoria. So you've got to know this one is going to be quite exclusive. So it's been about 3 months since I showed you guys this project in Woodhill, which we started with. Now, first of all, this is an extraordinary renovation, but I've had a few people ask me if this is going for sale. The short answer is no, it's not. We're keeping this property. My parents are staying in it. It's their family house that they've built for themselves according to their own needs. And my dad really designed most of this house. I helped him with certain elements, but most of it is all his design. But I do still want to show you guys through it because it ended up being really nice. And maybe you just get some value from what we did in terms of design. Also, right at the end of this video, we're going to give you a full cost breakdown of what all of this cost. I am outside where we ended the last video, I think. I want to show you this really nice entertainment space. There's a swimming pool, like literally 10 meters that way, leading towards a patio area with a built-in fire braai, and then a gas braai right underneath it. This is all under roof, which allows for like having a TV where you can play music or watch rugby or whatever when you are entertaining, with a nice low maintenance garden. So from an entertainer's perspective, this really is nice. It's not massive, there's not a lot of maintenance, but really open and easy to live with. All of these doors open up. We haven't opened up all of them, but as soon as we go in, you're in the kitchen. Now, I always say I'd like to have a straight line between my kitchen island and my braai area, because this is where people in South Africa live. You know, we are around kitchen islands and we are around braai areas most of the time when we have people over. This all completely open plan into the living area, the main living area, seating area, a little formal lounge right here behind you, Marcel, which has that nice double volume. So they did like these massive lights that hang quite a long way. I think it's like 7 meters or something up here. So it creates that volume and that idea of space and that feeling of space. Towards this side, there's actually a more like a formal dining area, and it's just divided by a fireplace which is two-way. So it's actually really nice. Well, you haven't been here for a winter, but I think when you make a fire in that fireplace, it will heat up towards the dining area as well as to the seating area, which makes it really nice. The front door is to that side. That's an entrance into the house from the garage, and a guest toilet underneath the staircase. Just coming back to the kitchen, I think this kitchen is one of the very nice transformations of this property. It used to be a solid wood and wood colored. I think it was like slightly yellow. I'm not sure if it's oak or just Kiart or something like that, but it's a solid wooden door that we ended up painting. It's got that formal like shaker style, which works really well with a subtle color like a white. And then right on top, we put a product by Easy Quartz. Now, we've never put this in a house because it's a little bit more expensive than the standard whites and blacks and whatever that we always use. But this is called Antarctica by Pro Quartz or Easy Quartz, one of those two. And it really livens up the space, because the risk you have when you do a very white, we did this house in like a Mediterranean style, but when it's a really white and bright, it might have a feeling that it's a little bit cold or lifeless. So stuff like wood and the warm Antarctica, right? Countertops that brings life to this space, and it really helps out with that liveliness in the kitchen. We also added these like steel look hardware. My parents didn't want to go completely black industrial, because it is, like I said, a bit more Mediterranean, like a modern Mediterranean style. We added the handles that's like a mild steel look, and it really complements the hardware in terms of the lights, in terms of the prep bowl, basin mixer, in terms of the cooker hoods and stuff from the stove, and really pulls it through. Then on the backsplashes, we have like a handmade clay look tile. I love this tile. It's by, I can't remember, we'll put down below who makes it, but it's a really cool tile. I really feel, again, that handmade look warms up the space and brings it through. They also have a Persian carpet in the kitchen, which is like a thing that you can pull off, but you need to do it right. And I think it's been done right here. Light grey tile, white kitchens, very clean look, and then adding that life with things like carpets, handmade porous surfaces and plants. So yeah, these little 3 lighting fixtures with the massive Edison globes on top really rounds off the space. And like I said, people like to live in a kitchen. So seating around the kitchen island, because people are probably seated like here while somebody else is cooking there, maybe while other people are swimming or braaiing outside. Now, right behind you, there's also a scullery, so you can hide all your dishes. There's also a pantry in there where you can stack food and basically stuff that you don't want on the countertops. I think they added a plug in there, so like the microwave and everything else is in there. And that is a quick summary of downstairs. Now, let's head upstairs. Adding to that theme of like softening up all the whites with woods and Persians and lighting and all of that, alongside the staircase, my dad put in this really cool like wooden feature handrail with a shadow line lighting underneath it. So again, just add some warmth to that, like cool neutrals that's used throughout the house. This area up the landing is like a study and a little pajama lounge, little music station, coffee station, that type of vibe. And then immediate to the right, you get the master bedroom. Second thought, let's go the other way first. Down the hallway to this side, bedroom number 2, bedroom number 3, as well as 2 bathrooms, one with a bath, other with a shower. And then coming back to the main bedroom from the bathrooms, you can see again this double volume space and really how it lights up this entire area and gives some dimension to a house with that double volume. Coming into the master bedroom, there's like 3 little sections: a dressing room section, a bathroom, and then a sleeping section, as all bedrooms need. Lots of cabinetry. We did this in a Brook Hill wood, which is something we tend to use quite often because it is really trendy, and it's one of the best melamine wooden features that I currently use. Again, keeping with the same like mild steel handles, just for some continuity throughout the house. Loads of cabinetry space. There's a separate toilet in there, because I always say most people are open to having an open plan bathroom, but most people want a closed toilet. So closed toilet, open plan bathroom. Very nice freestanding bath in here. His and hers basins, a big spacious walk-in shower, and then a massive window which leads out to the view that you're paying a bit for to have it in this estate. Really nice finishes in this bathroom. Also includes the Calcutta marble that we did on the walls as a big feature tile, and then keeping to the simple grey floor tiles to actually just accentuate that feature tile, and just keeping it simple in that sense. Then there's a sleeping quarters or a sleeping section of the main bedroom. They also have a TV in here. This house has like a curve on the front. I don't know exactly why the architect did this design, but it makes it quite difficult to put in furniture. So you almost have to use it as a free flowing space, and then just have the bed on the straight wall where it makes a bit more sense. Nice bedside lamps and full blinds and a lot of white, which makes it airy and just adds to that spacious feeling. Now the question on everybody's lips, what did this cost? I have no idea. LaRue knows those types of details. Over to him.
This is the cost breakdown of this property. I'm going to run you down top to bottom. As I know the property, I'm going to basically do a virtual walkthrough. So we're going to start off at the front of the property where we have the paving. We did about 120 squares of paving. That amounted to 50,000 in spend there. That is material and labor. All of these prices are a bit of a mixture of labor and material because we can't really be specific on each item because we use our own labor force for these types of jobs. The paint, we have the full exterior of the property, which we painted the roof, the walls, the windows, the garage doors, everything on the exterior of the property. That amounted to 70,000 Rand. The interior of the property, that was all the internal doors, all the internal walls, the roofs, all of those finishes. That amounted to 50,000 Rand. Then all the interior floors of the property was redone. A big portion of that was tiling, and then the bedrooms have carpet inside. So there was 320 squares of internal floor area. 60 squares of that was carpet, and that amounted to 30,000. The rest of it was tile, and that amounted to 70,000. In the kitchens, we worked really savvy to save some money. This is where most of your property expenses will be when renovating, so it will be a wise choice to save some money on the things that you can possibly save on. So what we did is we reused the skeletons of the kitchen and we repainted the faces, the doors of the kitchen, and that is a big saving. That is probably about 50,000 that we saved there. What you can then also do to enhance the kitchen and to make it look and feel new is by replacing the countertops. We inserted a Caesar stone countertop. This is something that we really spent some money on, and we paid 50,000 for those countertops. And then an easy way to save a lot of money and still enhance the look and feel of the property is by replacing the door handles of all the kitchen cabinets. In the kitchen as well, we did a new modern backsplash. That backsplash was about 500 Rand per square meter, and the total cost of the whole backsplash in the kitchen and scullery amounted to 15,000 Rand. The next place where you're gonna be probably spending a lot of money is in the bathroom renovations. If you can by any chance leave a lot of the bathroom fittings or at least the pipes where they are, that will be a massive amount of money that you save per item. A plumber will charge you 3,000 Rand per fitting to move the plumbing. So that is not something which you want to do if you don't really have to. In this property, which was a Woodhill property, we wanted to really make the bathrooms impressive, especially the main bathroom. So what we did there is we installed a freestanding, very modern, quite expensive bath. That bath was 11,000 Rand without the fixtures. And then we kept the vanities, plumbing on the same position. The shower was kept on the same position. We just gave them new fittings as well as new cabinetry, new countertop, new vanity basins and new taps. This amounted to 50,000 Rand on the main bathroom. The second two bathrooms were both a bit smaller. The one had 3 fittings, bath, vanity and a toilet. That was something that we could keep in the same place. We couldn't reuse any of the old fixtures just due to the fact that they weren't looking up to standard really. So we did save a lot of money by keeping them in the same position. So we still replaced them with a new fixture. We did tile both of those bathrooms fully, and that gives the look and feel of a brand new bathroom. So on the first one we spent 30,000 and on the second one we spent 20,000. Going back to the outside again, at the back of the house, that is basically the entertainment area of this house. We still did not spend a lot of money. A lot of the money went to the tiling of the back area around the pool, and then we just really spent a lot of sweat equity on the outside of the property by cleaning up a lot of things, cutting away a lot of the brush, cleaning up some of the trees and the gardens, and that really enhances the look and feel of the property, and it feels as if it has been redone totally. Around the pool we spent 15,000. On the under roof area on the outside, we kept a lot of what was there. There was a built-in braai which we kept and we reused. We just refurbished it by welding in some brackets, painting it with heat-resistant paint, and it feels like it's new. It's been replaced, but it has not. We've reused it. The same with the outside prepping area, which we reused the cabinet. We did the same that we did on the interior of the kitchen to connect the two areas. Again, we reused the cabinet, painted the doors, and we put a brand new countertop as well as brand new handles. This just gives the feeling that everything has been touched, everything has been replaced. It feels brand new, but we did save a lot of money. We also then incorporated the same backsplash tile that we did in the kitchen and brought it to the outside. That just creates a whole cohesive space, and that's very important when building an upmarket property. On this total area, we spent 15 on the poolside area and we spent 8,000 on the under roof outside area. Then there were other small jobs that we did around the property just to enhance the overall livability of the property, and that was things like putting in brand new seamless gutters. This is something small, but it really helps with the maintenance of the property, that we don't have constant water splashing on the tiles, and that is a minor thing that we get done by a subcontractor, but that also gives an expensive look and feel to the property. This cost us 21,000. Then there were other things that we had to do to this property to make it suitable for the conditions of South Africa. And these conditions are typical water supply problems as well as electrical supply problems. So what we did is we put a reservoir tank that is connected to the main supply of the house. This cost us around 18,000 Rand to connect it up and have it working. And then as well, the biggest thing that you probably need in South Africa is electrical backup system, a solar system. We did a 10 kilowatt inverter system with 10 kilowatt of backup battery power, and then we did 16 solar panels on the roof. And this cost us 240,000. So that is basically a rundown of the total cost of this property. And the total, if you look at everything, that will be 743,000 which we spent on this. And I really do think that is money well spent. That has added a lot of value to this property, and it will enhance the value of this property easily in the current market, so that it can be sold for a profit, or it can just be lived in by a happy family. If this was valuable to you, please hit the like button. That really helps the algorithm. Thanks for watching.